All right. And I'd like to quickly introduce you or announce the team that works so diligently to provide you the services to not only certify your business, but to grow it in many other aspects. We are led by our director, Andrea Wilkes, who is the Columbus Regional Director for the Minority Business Assistance Center. As I previously mentioned, we have Kathy Armstrong Sapp, who you'll meet in a moment. She is a certification and outreach specialist. Myself, Rosita Torres, who is another certification and outreach specialist. We have Cherie Wallace, who is one of our business advisors, as well as Darrell Ramsey, who is another business advisor, and Heather Landon, a small business financial coach. We recently added on a new member, Madison Lloyd, who will be a certification and outreach specialist. So there's a full team, including our admin, Danielle Pierre, who will be able to assist you through many processes in growing and expanding your business. We are housed at the Columbus Urban League, but we are sponsored through the state of Ohio Department of Development. So we have several MBAC offices across the state, which we will get into later in the presentation, but all are supported through Department of Development through the state of Ohio. So just to kind of introduce you to some of the services that we offer here at the MBAC, excuse me, office. Like I said, there's the certification assistants, and then we have our business advisors, Cherie and Darrell, who speak with you one-on-one through counseling sessions, trying to understand your business needs and the resources that are needed to help you grow. And they do a great job in the research and due diligence to provide you that information and get you pointed in the right direction. We also assist business owners through capital access. What we will be speaking to is not only certifications that are available, but the loan programs and capital programs that are offered through the state of Ohio. And you would be able to get more information regarding those through our financial coach, Heather Landon. As she is a thorough advisor that has a great deal of knowledge from her past work experience, as well as the great work that she's doing currently with the MBAC office. So we'll speak kind of to a high level of the programs that are available for you, but you definitely want to find some time to meet with her in order to find out which item or which programs would be best for your business. So to understand what the state offers and the benefits for these certifications, we'll go over the loan programs that are available that you would need to be certified, some that you would need to be certified for in order to participate in them. So like I said, I'll give just a few notes on those because you definitely want to speak with Heather for a more thorough detail about that program. So first up would be the Ohio Minority Business Direct Loan Program. This would be eligible for those that have been in business for at least 2 years, providing up to 1.5 million for eligible projects, such as any buildings, machinery, or equipment purchases, with an interest rate on this loan of 1.5%. Next up would be the Women's Business Enterprise Loan Program, providing to certified and non-certified women-owned businesses at or below market rate. If you are a woman-owned business, you would be able to still apply and receive the 3% interest rate. However, once you do become certified, that rate would decrease to 1.5% to when the loan was first received. The minimum amount that this loan can be approved for would be $45,000 with a maximum reaching up to $500,000. The Ohio Microloan Program to help to help stimulate newer and existing state certified MBE or WBE businesses with percent interest. The minimum for the loan would be 10,000 with a maximum going up to 45,000. So a great opportunity if you're newer to entrepreneurship to assist in growing your business and taking you to the next level. We have the Ohio Minority Business Bonding Program. This is a program that provides surety bonds up to 1 million to approve state certified minority businesses receiving the MBE. And then also there, excuse me, there is the Ohio Capital Access Program providing lending institutions with cash deposits to secure bank loans of up to 350,000 for land, building, machinery, or equipment, or it can also support working capital needs such as inventory or payroll up to 250,000. So any of these programs that you believe would assist in growing your business, you definitely want to reach out again to Heather, which will try to provide you that information on how to get in contact with her. There are some additional programs that are available that I don't want to speak too much to at this time, for I'm not that much of an expert at them, but there is a state small business credit incentive that is available, along with collateral enhancement program, as well as the community developed financial institutions loan participation program. So for this information, not only can you speak with our office regarding it, but we'll provide you with the state's websites so that you would be able to receive more information on how to qualify and apply for those programs. So just to kind of get an understanding of how the state assists small businesses with obtaining these programs to assist with their business, these are kind of the numbers of the loan programs that have been mentioned, along with the amount of loans that have been given, I believe, in a 2-year time frame, along with the amount of dollars that have been provided to them. So overall, there has been a total impact of over $45 million assisting Ohio small businesses. So at this time, we want to begin speaking to you in regards to the actual certification process. And I'd like to bring on my trusted colleague, Miss Kathy Armstrong-Sapp, who is another certification specialist that you would be able to work with. She will be discussing the requirements as well as defining what the certifications are that you would be able to apply for. Kathy?
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Rosita, again, I want to say thank you for the good information that you have provided for us. And and thank you for our team that works diligently with us. And we want to thank everyone in advance. So I'm going to go over the checklist with you all. So we have 4 certifications, which is a certified MBE, which is Minority Business Enterprise. We have the EDGE program, which is encouraging diversity, growth, and equity. We have the WBE is Women Business Enterprise, and the VFBE is Veteran Friendly Business Enterprise. So those are the 4 certifications through the state of Ohio that that we offer through Columbus Urban League. And through all the other urban leagues that we have, and we will talk about that later. Next. So this is the checklist, and I'm going to go highly on this, kind of break down what is it that we're looking for to become certified and bringing the documents to us before we submit them to the state of Ohio. So number 1 is the eligibility into the program. We're looking for these first 13 documents. So the first one is a passport or birth certificate or certificate of naturalization and affidavit. So again, we're looking for your passport, your birth certificate, or the certificate of naturalization, because back since 1970, they don't put proof of race on birth certificates anymore. So therefore, we ask for an affidavit, including with the passport, birth certificate, and then again, the certificate of naturalization if it applies to you. Number two, we're looking for last year's state of Ohio state taxes. Why? The state taxes show that you've been ownership or your business has been up and running in the state of Ohio. Because again, you have to be an Ohioan, the business has to be up and running for 1 year, and you have to be a resident in the state of Ohio. So we asked for last year's state of Ohio tax return. Number three, we're looking for the bank signature card or letter from the bank explaining who has signature authority on the company's bank account. So again, if you don't have that card that you got from the bank when you originally opened it, or you opened it online and you had to sign through there, you can go to your bank and they will provide you with a letter saying who has authority on the signatures, who has signature authority on the business account. But make sure they put on their bank signature who has that signature authority on that account. Make sure you do not send us your bank card, because there's been times people have sent us the bank card. We're only looking for the bank signature card to see who has signature authority on that bank account. Number four, we're looking for your personal federal taxes for at least the 51% owner. So we're looking for the last 3 years. So we're looking for 2023, 2022, 2021. Now, if you filed an extension for 2023, then we go back to 2022, 2021, and 2020. So we still have to have the 3 years if you're filing extension, but the extension ends October 15th. So after October 15th, we're looking for those 2023, 2022, and 2021. And this is just federal only for those 3 years. With those federal taxes, we're also looking for your W-2s and 1099s that you file with those, okay? And if you're married, we're looking for the spouses. A lot of times that when you're doing your taxes, you're filing jointly anyway. So that includes them as well. Number five, we're looking for the last 3 years of your business taxes. If you've only been in business for 1 year, then we're only looking for the 1 year business for 2023. So don't be discouraged and say, well, I don't have the 3 years. But if you've only been in business for a year, we're only looking for the 1 year. But again, to file with us, you have to have at least 1 year of business taxes. Then we're looking for the most recent annualized balance sheet. We do have Heather Landon, which is our financial person who helps you out with the balance sheet, the cash flow, and profit and loss. But I will just say, with the balance sheet is a financial statement that reports companies' assets, liabilities, and shareholders' equity at a specific point in time. So that's what mainly that one is. Then we go to the cash flow, and the cash flow is transfer in and out of a company's cash received represents inflow, while money spent represents outflow. A company creates value for the shareholders through its ability to generate positive cash flow and maximize long-term free cash flow. So that's what the cash flow falls under. Then we look for the profit and loss. There's 2 ways you can do profit and loss. You can do, if you file in a Schedule C, you can use that as a profit and loss, but also a profit and loss statement, also known as an income statement, is a financial statement that summarizes the revenue, costs, expenses, and profit and losses. So that's what that is. And again, we have Heather Landon, who is our financial coach. So if you have issues getting those done, we have someone that can work with you on that. And then there's other ways that she will tell you what you need to do. Number 9, facility lease or ownership document. This is letting us know where the business is located at. So if your business is in your home, We're asking for a copy of the warranty deed, knowing that the home is yours, is in your name. If you're renting the space, then we're looking for the rental agreement. So those are the two items that we're looking for the business, because after COVID, everyone went to, having the business in the home. So we're just asking for them to show us proof that is your home. Number 10, loans and security agreements, including bonding and companies and personal promissory notes. What this one does include, has the business had any loans? Has it had any security agreements, bonding, personal promissory notes? So if you have an SBA loan, that is a loan that you could put on there. If you have any other loans, any promissory notes that you might have done between you and someone else, and you did a promissory notes, we're asking for a copy of that as well. Number 10, if you don't have that, this is one of two items that you can put on company's business letterhead, on your company's business letterhead. Then number 10 does not apply to you because you have not inquired any loans, security agreements, bonding, or promissory notes. Number 11, equipment list. So we're asking for equipment lists. A lot of times people say, we don't have equipment. You do have equipment. You have a desk, you have a chair, you have a laptop or a computer, or you got your cell phone. You may have vehicles that you're driving. And if you're using your vehicle 50% of the time with the business, claim your vehicle. Just claim your vehicle as as equipment. So that is one. Number 12 is subcontractors and suppliers. Who are your subcontractors? Who are your suppliers? Janitorial, who do you buy your supplies from? If you're using subcontractor, who are your subcontractors? Who are you subbing with? Or who are who you have as your subcontractors? And all we're asking for this item here is just a list only, and put that on business letterhead as well. Number 13, we're looking for your two largest contracts. Okay. A lot of times we say we don't have large contracts, but if you're a small business, $100 might be your largest contract. 150, 500, 5,000. It doesn't matter. We're just looking for the two largest contracts showing that you're actually in business and that you're up and running. Second page is we're looking for the personal net worth. The personal net worth is an item that Heather would also be working with you on, and the company value worksheet. The personal net worth, if you're married, both parties have to fill those out. And we will go into more details with that as Rosita and I are working with you, or we will make sure you get connected with Heather to go over those personal net worth. And the company value worksheet is your 5-year projection plan. Where are you going to be at in 5 years? So this year, ending in 2023, you know where you're going to be at for 2023. We want to know where you're going to be at 2024, 25, 26, 27, and 28. And these are just projections. So you always want to have, where are you going to be at for the next 5 years? Number 3, disability verification. If you're on disability, some kind of disability, there's a form for you to fill out as well to even qualify for an EDGE. This is only for EDGE. Then if you're a partnership, we're looking for that partnership agreement and the resume. We're looking for the personal resume, not the capability statement. Partnership agreement is between the partners. So we know who all the partners are, and the resume is for the 51% owner. And if it's 33, 33, 33, or 25, 25, we're still looking for those resumes that equal that 51%. Then we're looking for, and then under corporation, stock certificates on both sides. When you're filing for your articles of incorporation, that's what we're looking for, is those stock certificates. We're looking for what was issued on both sides. And then the stock journal that is, or the ledger of how you're recording the stock certificates, and then the resume for the 51% owner. Then the limited liability. Limited liability is unit certificates and unit journal and ledger. Rosita and I, and now we have Madison aboard, we will walk you through of how to how to fill out the unit certificate or the ledger, because this is something that is required by the State of Ohio Department of Development. So we can assist you in how to fill these out. And then, of course, resume as well. So this is the complete 13 documents, plus if you're a limited liability, corporation, partnership, or you're applying for the EDGE on page 2. Empowering communities to succeed through our centers. So through our centers, we have all these locations: Akron, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Columbus, Dayton, Toledo, Youngstown. All of these are MBAC offices. Columbus, which we cover 18 counties, which is highlighted in the light blue. So we are a tier 2. So this lets you know who we are, and and we can assist you if you're from another county. We will tell you where and who you need to deal with, but we will work with you hand in hand. Thank you, Rosita.
Thank you so much, Kathy. She actually is a former employee of the state of Ohio that has had several years of experience in working with small businesses to be approved for certifications. So she comes with a wealth of knowledge that will be very valuable once working with her, that she has also shared with myself and Madison. So ensure that you are in good hands when walking through this process. Before moving on, one thing that I would like to kind of clarify for everyone would be some of the qualifications for all certifications in each one. For certifications, you would need to be a for-profit business. Unfortunately, nonprofits would not be eligible for certifications. And that for-profit business would need to be in business, registered, and operating for at least a year. So registration would be through the Secretary of State, or if you can provide proof that you had been operating prior to that registration, that can be considered for operating for at least a year. When it comes to the MBE, Minority Business Enterprise Certification, the requirement to receive this certification is that 51% ownership would need to qualify as a minority citizen. For the EDGE certification, encouraging diversity, growth, and equity, the 51% ownership would either need to reside in a hub zone or have a personal net worth that is less than 750,000. So when Kathy spoke to the personal net worth worksheet that needs to be completed, that information shows the qualification that you're meeting the less than 750,000 threshold. When it comes to the WBE, Women Owned Business Enterprise, again, 51% ownership would need to be listed as women-owned ownership. And then lastly, for the Veteran Friendly Business Enterprise certification, you can either qualify for this if there's 51% ownership as a veteran, or if 10% of your employees have a veteran or active status. So with these certifications, if you meet any of those qualifications, you would be able to apply for one or more of these certifications through the unified application. So if you qualify for, let's say, the MBE and the WBE, you can submit that application to receive both. So as we continue through our discussion, we'd just like to also inform you that not only would you receive benefits from the certification for the lending opportunities that are available through the state, however, you would also be considered greatly for bidding contracts that are available throughout the state. For example, when it comes to the minority business enterprise certification, should there be an entity that receives government funding for special projects, they're required to spend at least 15% of those funds with minority-owned businesses. So quite often they would refer to those businesses that have been certified through the state of Ohio, because not only does it certify that they are a minority-owned business, but also that they are meeting the requirements to be a valid business to work with and do business with in the state of Ohio. As you can see, all the documentation that has to be provided, that shows that your business has been organized and is working diligently to be a successful operating business. So the risk is less, showing that you are capable to do the work and to provide the data that is needed to complete these projects. When it comes to the EDGE certification, there is a 5% goal. So it would be in your best interest to apply for that one as well if you are looking for contract opportunities and if you qualify for that. Speaking of the contract opportunities, do know that your local MBAC office is working to increase our presence within the procurement opportunity space by working with the Office of Supplier and Development for connections to strategic partners, guidance on how to best leverage your certifications, both supplier and buyer support, and there is a supplier development request form that is available for this benefit. So do know that the MBAC office here in Columbus, we are gearing up to have a better presence in this market. We do have a presentation that's taking place tomorrow with Apex Accelerator to assist those that are bidding on contracts to develop their bids, should they look for any opportunities. Now, that particular event, I believe, is at capacity, but if you are a registered client with this MBAC office, you will also begin to receive the weekly newsletter that goes out, and events like this particular one or tomorrow's event would be featured there. So definitely, if you're already receiving that information, you want to keep a close lookout for that. And then if not, please be sure that you reach out to us so that we can ensure you receive it each week. So I know that we have quite a few questions, and I know that was a lot of information and there might have been some technical issues. So give me just a moment and I will check to see the information that we have. Yes, I do recall my speaker breaking up. So if there's any information that I was speaking to that you need clarified, please let us know through the chat. Now, the recording for this presentation, this will be featured on our YouTube page, which you can do a search on YouTube for the Columbus MBAC office. Not only will this video be available, but there will also be some other useful information that we have presented in the past that will be available for you. So with the balance sheet, the question from Naomi, does the balance sheet have to be between a specific time frame? So it is an annualized balance sheet. Typically, you want to provide the prior year. So that would be the calendar year at this time for 2023. All right, and there's some great feedback in regards to the details that we've been presenting. So I thank you for that. Thank you to our team for supporting us on this presentation and for you all attending. We do want to provide some information on how you can receive even more details regarding not just certifications, loans, or procurement opportunities, but all information to grow your business and have it be supported by the state of Ohio. For the Department of Development, you can visit www.minority.ohio.gov to receive details on these programs, as well as to become more familiar with the Ohio Business Gateway, which is the platform that you will use in order to submit your application. So you definitely want to make that visit so that you can prepare by creating your account if you haven't already done so. Okay, and I show that Josh Hammonds has a question. If you'd like to answer that or ask that here in the chat, feel free to do so. Otherwise, if you're looking to reach out to me directly, that would be rtorres@cul.org. Okay, and then we have a question from Rochelle. If we are a franchise, can we apply for loans, certifications, etc.? Typically for the franchise, because you're basically under an umbrella of a larger company, the ownership wouldn't work out directly as it would for a small owned business. So we have found in the past that we would haven't been able to approve those that fall under the franchise category. However, still speak with us. Every situation is different. But that's kind of the information that we have received previously is due to that umbrella. We wouldn't be able to have approval. But I definitely want to do our due diligence in ensuring that we have that completely answered for you. And then it looks like we have Brandy from a previous event that Kathy and I had spoke with or had presented to. So we thank you for joining this presentation to get even more details in regard to certifications. And then I also would like to provide this information for our direct office at the Minority Business Assistance Center located at the Columbus Urban League. This QR code would get you to our website, which is www.cul.org/MBAC/. We are available by appointment Monday through Friday, 8:30 a.m. to 5 p.m. Our phone number is 614-372-2176. You can also email us at mbac@cul.org. Again, if you'd like to take a moment to scan this QR code, it would get you directly to our website where you would be able to see the details that we have discussed today, as well as registering with us so that we can connect you with the appropriate advisor to assist you in your business needs. Okay, just making sure that I had that answered for you. So again, we definitely want to thank you so much for joining us on today's call. This is our Lunch and Learn series that we find very valuable to not just provide information on the services that we offer here at the MBAC office, but to also provide you with some great useful knowledge to help grow your business and get you into a better position with doing business in the state of Ohio. So definitely, like I said earlier, you want to ensure that you're receiving that newsletter that we send out each week, because information for events such as this, any grant programs that are taking place, any networking opportunities, and we also like to provide client spotlights. So the more that you interact with us, the better we can highlight your business and put you in a better position to grow and expand. And there's several other programs that we have within MBAC that would be able to support you and all that you're in need of. Let's see, just trying to see if there's any other questions before we let you go. I think these are more personal, so I'll take a look at those in a minute, but I just want to give everybody an opportunity to maybe ask another question last minute. If not, again, thank you so much, and be on the lookout for some more lunch and learns. We try to do this every 2 weeks during the lunch hour at noon. And we do have a few community partners that we're in talks with to provide details for maybe private lending or other accelerator programs that are available, or just better ways to manage your business. So definitely ensure that you reach out to us. We're located at 788 Mount Vernon Avenue, and we look forward to working with you all. So if there are no other questions, I'd like to allow you all to continue to enjoy the rest of your day. And thank you again for attending the Lunch and Learn series with the Minority Business Assistance Center. Thank you, everyone.
Great job, Rosita. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Kathy.